Vicky's Dairy Company's mobility program. Expatriation and repatriation from the USA to Brazil. Introduction. Vicky Dairy Company, established in 1990 in Pennsylvania, has been a successful entity and has been a key player in the export of milk, cheese, and other dairy products. As part of its strategic plan, Vicky Dairy Company is eyeing the vast potential of Brazil's dairy market, a country with a large consumer base for dairy products for its expansion. Brazil's geographic location and ease of access to the other South American countries by land and air are key factors in this decision. The goal is to create a corporate culture of cooperation and well-being where all employees are motivated and aligned with the company's objectives. Vicky's internationalization strategy in Brazil will focus on long-term sustainability and a strong emphasis on innovation. The company plans to invest in talent, contribute to job creation, form partnerships with local entities to develop projects, and transfer technology to Brazil while fostering a culture of continuous innovation. The HR team plans to expatriate and repatriate an HR manager from Pennsylvania, USA, to Sao Paulo, Brazil, to lead, train, and control the company for 2 years. Mr. Thompson's HR manager will take his family, his wife, and 2 kids. The methodology will be descriptive, focusing on humanistic data and qualitative information related to the internationalization process. Global mobility assignments. Immigration and work authorization. Work visa. U.S. employees must obtain either a temporary work visa or technical assistance visa based on their job responsibilities. Residency permits. For extended work assignments, employees must apply for residency authorization from the Brazilian Ministry of Justice. Labor laws and regulations. Ministry of Labor and Employment Brazil 2024 specify Brazil enforces strict labor laws under the Consolidation of Labor Laws to regulate employment conditions. Key employment requirements for foreign workers. Employment agreement must adhere to CLT standards, specifying salary, benefits, and working conditions. Work hours, limited to a maximum of 44 hours per week. Annual leave. Employees are entitled to 30 days of paid vacation per year. Benefits. Christmas bonus, severance fund, health insurance, and Social Security contributions. Tax regulations. U.S. employees working in Brazil must comply with Brazilian tax laws and may also have U.S. tax obligations. Income tax. According to the Fund of Severance Pay Brazil, foreign employees are subject to regressive tax rates up to 27.5% on income earned in Brazil. Employers are required to withhold income tax from employee salaries. Social Security contributions. Employers contribute approximately 20% of salary to Brazil's Social Security system. Employees contribute between 7.5% and 14%, depending on income. The U.S.-Brazil Totalization Agreement helps prevent dual Social Security taxation. Double taxation and tax equalization. The U.S.-Brazil Tax Treaty aims to avoid double taxation, but U.S. employees may still be required to file tax returns in the U.S. Some companies implement tax equalization policies to ensure fair tax burdens for employees on assignment. Adjustments to foreign culture. Outline workshop. Core workplace values. Building relationships and trust. In Brazil, establishing strong personal connections is a priority before conducting business. Trust-based relationships contribute to smoother negotiations and decision-making. While Brazilian workplaces maintain hierarchical structures, daily interactions are warm and informal. For instance, it's common for colleagues to greet each other with a hug or a kiss on the cheek. Workflows are often fluid, with adaptability taking precedence over rigid procedures. Embracing change. Brazilian work culture values spontaneity and flexibility. Employees should be prepared for last-minute schedule adjustments, evolving deadlines, and dynamic decision-making. Work-life integration and cultural norms. HR plans to conduct a group discussion on how expatriates can actively participate in workplace social events while being culturally respectful and mindful of local customs. Focus on team engagement. Brazilian workplaces highly emphasize team building activities such as team lunches, group exercise, or collaborative projects, and social interactions, strengthening workplace relationships. Festivities as a cultural staple. Celebrations such as carnivals, birthdays, and corporate events are more than just fun. They are a key part of office culture, promoting a sense of camaraderie and inclusivity that you'll soon come to appreciate. Adaptable work hours. Work schedules in Brazil are generally more flexible than in the US to support a harmonious blend of professional and personal life. Consider setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, or taking advantage of the flexible hours. Contrasting US and Brazilian work environments. Perception of time. Brazilians adopt a more relaxed attitude towards punctuality, particularly in social settings. In business, arriving on time is still expected, though meetings may not always start as scheduled. Workplace culture. The US prioritizes efficiency and directness, whereas Brazilian offices encourage social interaction and casual conversations to foster professional relationships. Communication styles. Verbal communication. According to Gilham, 2019, Brazilians are expressive, warm, and often indirect in conversations. Business discussions typically involve storytelling and open dialogue. Negotiations may take time, as building trust is crucial. Nonverbal communication. Physical touch, handshakes, shoulder pats, is common in professional settings. Maintaining eye contact is essential, but should be natural. Personal space tends to be closer than in the US. Hofstede's cultural dimensions to guide US employees in Brazil. Power distance. Brazil's high power distance contrasts sharply with the USA's low power distance. Brazil follows a hierarchical structure where authority is respected and decision making typically comes from the top. Employees expect clear guidance from leadership. USA emphasizes egalitarianism with open communication and a more collaborative approach to decision making. As US HR employees, we should recognize that formal titles and respect for authority are important in Brazil. Decision making may take longer due to multiple approval levels. Individualism versus collectivism. Brazil, collectivist. USA, individualist. Brazil values group harmony, loyalty, and strong interpersonal relationships in the workplace. Success is often linked to teamwork and collaboration. USA prioritizes individual achievement, independence, and self-reliance in professional settings. HR must build trust and credibility. US employees should actively participate in team-oriented activities, foster workplace relationships, and engage in social interactions. Talent acquisition and recruitment. Formulate and execute recruitment strategies to attract qualified candidates. Conduct hiring processes, including interviews, assessments, and onboarding. Employee relations and workplace culture. Foster a positive and inclusive workplace atmosphere while addressing conflicts. Handle employee grievances and ensure equitable workplace policies. Performance management and employee development. Establish evaluation systems to measure and enhance employee performance. Design training programs to upskill employees and boost professional growth. Compensation and benefit management. Administer salary structures, incentives, and reward programs. Manage employees' benefits such as healthcare, retirement plans, and insurance. HR compliance and legal responsibilities. Uphold labor regulations, corporate policies, and industry standards. Oversee contract management, workplace policies, and safety regulations. Workforce planning and organizational development. Align HR strategies with the company's growth plan and business goals. HR technology and data management. Integrate HR software, payroll, time tracking, and performance monitoring. Work role in Brazil. HR manager. Goals of an HR manager. Optimize the hiring process. Attract, recruit, and retain top talent to drive company success. Boost employee engagement. Cultivate a motivating and productive work environment. Develop and retain talent. Provide training programs that support employee growth and retention. Ensure legal and ethical compliance. Adhere to labor laws, ethical guidelines, and corporate policies. Enhance workforce productivity. Streamline HR functions to maximize operational efficiency. Promote diversity and inclusion. Encourage equal employment opportunities and an inclusive workplace culture. HR plays a crucial role in promoting diversity and inclusion, which fosters a positive work environment and enhances the company's reputation and competitiveness. Align HR with business strategy. Support company leadership by implementing HR initiatives that align with business objectives.
Expatriation strategy, US to Brazil. Business justification and role definition. The expatriations are for opening another company, hiring managers and first line supervisors, training teams, and will last approximately 2 years. Budget and cost analysis. HR with finance department have to calculate relocation costs, compensations adjustment, exchange rates, impact, and taxes. HR and compensation strategy, employment contracts and benefits, taxation and financial planning, workforce integration and performance management.
Expatriation strategy, business justification and role definition. The expatriations are for opening another company, hiring managers and first line supervisors, and training teams, and will last approximately 2 years. Budget and cost analysis. HR with finance department have to calculate relocation costs, compensations adjustments, exchange rate impact, and taxes. HR and compensation strategy, employment contract and benefits. Draft a local employment contract compliant with Brazilian labor laws. Set up expat benefits, including relocation bonus, housing stipends, and hardship allowances. Ensure compliances with payroll deductions, severance fund, and INSS. Taxation and financial planning. Coordinate with tax advisors on U.S.-Brazil double taxation agreements. Opening a Brazilian bank account. Workforce integration and performance management. Establish a clear job description for the new role in Brazil. Implement a performance review system to track progress. Provide mentorship and local HR support to aid the transition. Comprehensive employee and family relocation. Support housing and settling in support. Provide temporary housing and assistance in finding long-term accommodation. Help with utility setup, transportation, and local banking arrangements. Education and family integration. Assist in finding bilingual or international schools with children. Offer spouse employment assistance. Healthcare and insurance. Enroll in private health insurance as Brazil's public system has limitations. Arrange for pre-assignment medical checkups. Cultural and language training. Provide Portuguese language courses for the employee and family. Conduct cultural adaptation training to ensure smooth integration. Repatriation strategy. Repatriation planning. 1. Mr. Thompson will return in 2 years. Departure, September 2025, and return, September 2027. We will discuss his career progression and future role in the company as HR International Manager when he comes back. 2. Financial and tax considerations. Settle final tax obligations in Brazil. Plan for currency conversion and asset transfers. 3. Visa and legal compliance. Cancel Brazilian work and dependent visas. Assist with U.S. visa or work authorization requirements. Limitations of the studies. The limitations found were in the field, meaning that it is best to go to Brazil to see where the dairy production company is intended to be established. What suggestions will you make? It is suggested that Vicky Dairy Company merge with the Brazilian dairy producer Voluva. Despite being a smaller company, Voluva could help Vicky navigate local regulations and establish a presence in Brazil more efficiently. This merger would offer economic benefits and save time, as it would eliminate the need for hiring business consultants, facilitating a smoother market entry. Based on the research, I recommend the following. 1. Hire management employees who are bilingual in Portuguese and English. 2. Recruit production employees through a local agency to facilitate faster hiring for operational roles and to avoid potential legal issues. 3. Establish a hierarchical structure where Vicky directly hires management and first-line managers to ensure effective training and clear communication. 4. Offer salaries that are 5% higher for staff hired directly by Vicky and 3% above the base salary in Brazil for operational employees. 5. Engage with managers in Brazil to discuss corporate culture and objectives, ensuring necessary adjustments are made. 6. Seek organizational advice that offers financial, economical, political, and cultural support. 7. The Diversity and Inclusion Act was recently passed in Brazil, simplifying the transfer of various corporate rules and policies. from the USA to Brazil. Fixed-term contracts in Brazil can last for a maximum of 2 years. And according to Brazilian labor law, employees are required to work 44 hours per week. 8. Create an ethics and behavior manual in Portuguese. 9. Translate the operation manuals for various areas, including equipment specifications and training materials, into Portuguese. Conclusion showing implications to the 21st century workforce. Globalization represents a whole series of processes to achieve the immersion of companies in a global or international market. It is the process in which the Vicky company is immersed. For the company, it represents new technologies for our processes, expansion into other countries, more facilities to trade with our distributors, and also the vision of strategically projecting itself to become competitive and face the obstacles that still exist to trade even though we have a free market. Globalization in the 21st century has a positive effect since Vicky's is a visionary company that always seeks to take advantage of the opportunities generated by globalization. It is always about keeping up-to-date technology. Proof of this is the production team, website, our machinery, and investment in software. Even though the company is technologically prepared to face any challenge, it has the advantage that companies from other countries are interested in our products. The dairy products that Vicky manufactures and sells are prestigious for their quality, flavor, and top quality packaging, from cows fed with the best grass and without hormones. Thanks to all this, in 1994, we established an alliance with Danone, one of the most recognized companies worldwide. Since then, we have tried to improve all the conditions of productive capacity to meet the standards that this company demands, and we are successfully achieving this. Proof of this is that we have been working with them for 16 years. In addition, we have 100% organic and fat-free products with advanced technology that our competition has yet been able to manufacture.